Hey, hello everybody. It's Sunday and what I'm doing is just a little keto cooking. What I have sauteing here is mushrooms, a little butter, some onion, and some minced garlic. I'm just mixing up something. I actually cooked a slice of bacon in here first, and I used olive oil. And once this cooks down a little bit, I'm going to add some kale, and that'll be lunch, because I'm trying to cut down a little bit on protein because I tend to eat too much protein sometimes, and that does affect my weight loss. So I'm just trying to eat just a little less protein. So I'm just doing something that's not meat, even though mushrooms do have some protein, but not as much as meat. So I'm just gonna and I'm not trying to appear on camera today because I look a mess. So I'm just trying to get this done. I'm actually feeling a little bit under the weather, so I know I need to take my vitamins and stuff, and I kind of probably need to amp up the vitamin C. And mushrooms also have vitamin C, so they're good for that as well. And I actually want the onions to stay a little bit, have a little bit of crispy to, like not crisp, but a little crunch to them. I don't want them to be like completely cooked down. So I'm gonna walk over and grab the kale, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. That's not working out, so let me just grab it because I don't want to add a whole lot of water. And this is just one whole bunch of organic kale. And it doesn't have to be organic. I know a lot of people don't like to use organic. So I'm just going to add some black pepper and a little bit of salt. I know it seems like a lot of salt, but it's not, because this is a pretty big bunch of kale. And I'm going to just put a lid, and I'm going to bring my heat down a little bit. And then that's going to cook down a little because it's a pretty big bunch. Okay, so I'm going to kind of stir this in a little bit. So I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I wasn't going to invest in a camera. Well, I'm going to go ahead and invest in a camera. So if anybody has any suggestions for cameras that are good for vlogging, then definitely comment, inbox, Instagram me, Facebook, something, and let me know which would be the best one to do to start doing some better quality videos, because doing it with my phone, I need both hands when I'm cooking. So, and I don't have a cameraman because I'm usually by myself when I'm doing my videos for YouTube. I'm pretty much by myself. And see how fast that kale cooks down? And some people have said that when you're doing keto, you shouldn't eat a lot of vegetables, but green leafy vegetables are actually good and necessary when you're doing ketogenic eating, because you can get constipated. I'm not trying to be gross because I know I'm cooking, but you can get constipated when you eat that way. So you really do need the fiber from the leafy greens. so that your stomach, you don't experience a lot of stomach discomfort. And I notice as well, you're less sluggish when when everything is flowing right. So you definitely want to get those greens in there. And I also just think that when you eat a ketogenic meal plan, and no, I'm not just, I use minced garlic, so I have enough seasoning. But anyways, when you're eating ketogenic, you can eat vegetables. Some people don't eat a lot of vegetables. Some people eat zero fruit. I actually do blueberries and strawberries if I find some pretty decent ones and they don't cost an arm and a leg. Because living here in Las Vegas, stuff is kind of expensive because we're landlocked. We don't grow anything here. I mean, we grow some apples. There's an orchard here, and they grow apples and I think a couple pumpkins during the year. But we don't really have like a lot of fresh fruit. We don't have fresh fruit stands and open air farmers markets and stuff like that here very often in Vegas. On the outskirts of Nevada, like maybe Boulder City, Alamo, they have that kind of stuff. But here in Vegas, you'd have to drive to get to it. So we buy everything from the grocery store. And there are people who drive out and buy stuff, and buy from the farmers markets and stuff. But I don't really have time to do that, so I get everything from the grocery store. So this is about done. This actually is done because I don't want to wilt this down too much. So what I did is I had one small container of portobellos. I had half, like a little less than half of a yellow onion, and then I had a whole bunch of organic kale. I cooked the bacon, the slice of bacon, in a tablespoon of olive oil and a pat of butter, and I added the mushrooms and the onions and cooked them down a little, and then I added the kale. And this will be lunch, and I'm not going to eat all of this. This will probably be part of my lunch for tomorrow since it's back to work Monday, so this will be lunch for tomorrow. But I hope everybody is having a good Sunday and enjoy the rest of your weekend.